Hi guys, today I have a video all about Charlotte Tilbury products. I have a review and demo of the Light Wonder foundation, of the retoucher and the powder. You will see me applying the three products, and then I'm gonna let you know how I feel about them, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about them. So let's start. I'm gonna start using Charlotte's Wonder Glow, which I have a review for that, and I'm gonna put some on my hand, a little bit of that, and massage it to the skin. Next I'm going with the Light Wonder foundation, and looks like that, and I'm gonna shake that. And I'm gonna use a Wayne Ghost Brush 01 that looks like that. And for the rest I'm gonna use my beauty blender as well, just to pat it. And let's go to the retoucher, and this is the retoucher. I will do one eye first. I will just put a little bit here and up, and I'm gonna pat it here, a little bit here. I like to use it on top of the brow too. Now I'm gonna use the powder that looks like that, and as you see I used a lot of the powder brush, and gonna get some. I try and concentrate on the T-zone, leaving a little bit glowy the rest of my face. And that's it. Now after the demo, guys, let's start with the Light Wonder foundation. Firstly, the packaging looks like that. It's that plastic packaging, and it comes with a squeeze tube like that. And as you saw from the demo, you squeeze a little bit, and as you see, it's very thin and it absorbs immediately on the skin. I like the packaging. I think it's very travel friendly. Charlotte says, I've created the holy grail of foundations, an airlight formula with wonder powers. It illuminates, smooths, hydrates, minimizes pores and reduces wrinkles for perfect skin. And botanical alternative to retinol, stimulates epidermal renewal by kickstarting collagen production, delaying the onset of wrinkles and creating a perfect makeup base. It's 40 ml, usually the foundation like 30 ml, and 1.4 fluid ounces, and it's made in Italy. It says to shake well before use. I have mine in shade 4 Fair, as you see, and I applied it, and this is my summer shade because I'm tan. My winter normal shade is 3. I've been using this foundation, guys, about a year now, so I pretty tested in all areas. And as you saw from the demo, it's a light foundation. It is buildable to a little bit medium coverage, but it's not a full coverage foundation. If you are that person that wants a full coverage foundation, this is not for you. This is a glowy light foundation without looking shiny, as you see from my skin. It absorbs immediately. It feels fresh and hydrating on the skin, and it doesn't sit on the fine lines and wrinkles. If I saw any improvement on the fine lines from this foundation, I don't think so. If it's a miracle worker or a magic thing, no, it's not. It's just a beautiful, beautiful foundation. It's definitely, the word magic and miraculous. It's catchy phrases, and it works like, in that industry to get us women to buying things. But there's no such a thing as a magic product or as a miracle product that will make you transform to something else. And I find that it works really well with hands or with a beauty blender. I love this foundation because I really like light coverage foundation that your skin can breathe and it can look like skin. So I really like that with a luminous effect. Now I have dry skin. If you're oily or combination skin, I'm not quite sure how that will work for you. For my dry skin though, it looks great. Charlotte, guys, she's really big on skin that looks like skin. I mean, foundation is not meant to be, you know, as a mask. It's meant to even out your complexion, and then if you have imperfection, correct them with concealer. But if you like a full coverage foundation, you know, go for it. You know, sometimes, you know, if I have like that special event, I will wear full coverage foundation, but day-to-day life, I really love this one. Next product that I have, it's the Retoucher concealer, and looks like that. Charlotte says, inspired by the magic retoucher pen of the professional photographer, I have created a breakthrough concealer that makes imperfections disappear with a click of a button. It creates a natural healing veil of color that blends seamlessly with your natural skin tone so that imperfections disappear and pores, lines and wrinkles are minimized. It's paraben free. I have mine in shade 2 Fair, and it's pretty good shade for me. It comes with a brush like that, and you twist it, and I will put some of my hand, as you see. And Charlotte recommends to pat it with your finger, not like use a brush or something like that. And as you see, it does absorbs immediately, you know, on my skin. Now I use that, as you see, from the demo, just a little bit, you know, as a triangle. And I would say it's a really nice product. It works well, you know, when you use it with fingertips or with a beauty blender. I found the best ways for that. Now, if it covers imperfections, no, it doesn't. That is kind of like the Retoucher Clark with a little bit more coverage. It's definitely not a full coverage concealer. If you have like imperfections and stuff that you want to cover, this is not for you. It's not like a industrial concealer. It's a light coverage concealer. Again, it can be like a medium coverage, but it's not like a full coverage. If you have like a huge pimple, like it's really red, it's not gonna mask it. I do like it, you know, underneath my eyes. It does work well. I would say it's not a miracle pen. You don't look photoshopped. It does creases a little bit, but not something major, not something like, you know, like a thick concealer. It's not thick, it's not thin, and it works. I would agree that it works like a plaster, that when you pat it in, it goes in smoothly, but it doesn't cover imperfections. Like, I mean, it will reduce redness and stuff, but it won't cover like if you have hyperpigmentation a lot. So it is like a light to medium coverage again, mostly, you know, light. I do like a light concealer underneath my eyes. For me, I like more the Armani Maestro concealer. I don't know if I will repurchase that. I will think about it. I don't know. I'm not convinced 100% that it's you know, the magical pen that retouches it. You see, because of I had like some higher expectations, because it says that you know, it retouches everything, it reduces everything, and it doesn't. You can see, you can still see my pimple here. I don't know. I suppose it's good underneath the eyes, but it's nothing like, you know, magical. And if you're more like that natural girl or guy, you will probably love this. Now, the next and final product is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder that looks like that. I like the packaging, and as you see, I use that a lot. Charlotte says, this is my powder revolution, a super luxe microfine powder, compact with soft focus nanoparticles that blur away lines and imperfections for effortlessly flawless skin. Soft focus nanoparticles blur away lines. Rose wax and almond oil hydrates the skin. Nourishing actives work to soothe and restore the skin. And I have mine in shade 2 medium. And this is my summer shade. It's a little bit too dark on winter. I use the 1. This powder, guys, I really like. I like the packaging, of course, it's luxe, and I really like this powder. And as you see, it's very, very silky, very finely milled in texture. And I will show you here that I have some laugh lines. I really like how this powder looks on top. It performs really well. I use it usually as my setting powder after the foundation. I will put, as you know, in the demo, a little bit on my forehead, my nose. You know, I'm not shiny during the day or anything like that, but I have dry skin, so I'm not really quite sure how this will work or perform to oily or combination skin. I really like it. It doesn't settle into fine lines, or you know, if you have CrossFit or something like that, and it looks flawless. I really like the finish. And you know, some powders that make you look flawless, yes, but cakey a little bit and chalky. This not one of those. This powder has a very light texture, very smooth. I use it for a long time, as you see from the packaging, right? And yes, it feels really comfortable on the skin without settling in, and it has a little bit of a coverage as well. It's not obviously translucent. It's in 3 shades: fair, medium, and dark. And if you're really fair, I would advise you to use the fair. The medium for light to medium, you know, even a little bit for tanner skin tones can use this. And the dark it's for a darker skin tones, and you can use the dark powder of that as your contour or bronzer. I found that works really well. So I really love this powder. Very finely milled, and it looks very beautiful on the skin. It has a little bit of a coverage, but I found the powder works really well. So I really like it. I use it a lot, and I will repurchase this, probably not in medium, but I will repurchase this in the shade 1 fair. And yeah, I'm really happy about that. So it holds makeup well. You don't look very shiny. It doesn't settle in fine lines, and you look airbrushed. I would have to agree about that. So yes, that's all, guys. I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you know by now, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah!